7 essential grooming items under $7. Gentlemen, everything on this list is affordable. You can find locally, and I think should be in every man's bathroom. First up on my list, the Styptic pencil. Now, if you haven't heard of these, that's okay. But if you go back and look at your history, you'll know that men used to use these, especially when we used straight razors. Oftentimes, we would cut ourselves a little bit deeper, and you needed to stop the bleeding. Styptic pencils are an anti-hemorrhagic. What that is, basically, it goes in and it clots the blood. It stops the bleeding fast. Why would this be useful? Why is it essential? Because, guys, think about that. You're shaving right before you go into a meeting. Me, I'm shaving sometimes right before I come into these videos. I don't want to have blood, little bits rolling down the neck, people noticing that, or if you've got a white shirt, you don't want blood on your collar. So being able to stop the bleeding immediately, definitely you want to have a Styptic pencil. Next up on the list, gentlemen, petroleum jelly. This is a jack of all trades in your bathroom. What I love is if my daughter's got a cracked lip, I've got dry hands, if there's a small burn that one of my kids has on their arm, I can use petroleum jelly in all of these circumstances. People have been using this stuff for a long time. And I went out there and I read the research. I didn't see any type of connection. Yes, it is a petroleum byproduct and you don't want to ingest it. But if you're using it on the outside of your skin, it can keep off bacteria and I think is very useful. And you don't have to have a big container. You can go with small ones like this. But at the end of the day, I think it should be in your bathroom. Bonus item, gentlemen, a great aftershave balm. So who's guilty of this? You go in to shave and you miss a spot. So you just go over with the razor, just kind of, trying to get those last bit of hairs. Problem here is you're damaging your skin. You're removing skin layers. You're actually going in and you're nicking and you're cutting yourself. This is going to cause redness, irritation. It can cause ingrown hairs. It definitely leads to an uncomfortable situation. So after you shave, you want to have a great balm that you can go in right afterwards and soothe that redness. Be able to, reduce bumps, ingrown hairs, all that stuff. Guys, Aqua Velva 5-in-1. I've been testing this. They're the paid sponsor of this video. But like I said, I tested this for a week. It smells great. It works great. It helped reduce some of my redness. What else? It's a non-burning. That's one thing I liked about it is I put it on and it didn't burn at all. Now, I don't have a bump issue, but it says it helps prevent bumps. All Day Moisture, I thought it did a great job keeping my face moisturized and it helps fight ingrown hairs. I haven't had that too much of an issue, but I love how much they upgraded. Because if you go look at their history, guys, I'm going to link to them down in the description. Go check out their website. What I love are the old school advertisements and everything they put up of how they've evolved over the last 100 years. So these guys have seen the industry change and they came out with a great product. Gentlemen, you want to have a quality aftershave balm in your bathroom. And I think Aqua Velva 5-in-1 fits that description. Go check them out. Number 3 on my list, a folding toothbrush. So the folding toothbrush, why is it even on the list? Because can't you use a regular toothbrush? Here's the deal why I like a folding toothbrush. It's something that you can put into your vehicle so you're out, you're traveling, you don't have time to brush your teeth because brushing your teeth is essential, guys. It also protects the bristles. So when I'm out traveling, I hate it whenever I pull my toothbrush out of even my DOP kit and the bristles are all bent up because I don't like the look, but most importantly, it can't get in and clean up your teeth. That's why you got to replace your toothbrush because the bristles, whenever they start going all over the place, they're not doing the job of getting between your teeth. So bonus right here, I'm going to throw in a toothpaste and here's where this is a bonus because I know most of you guys have a toothpaste, hopefully you do, but are you getting the right toothpaste for your particular needs? Why not spend a little bit more and get one that maybe has a whitening or is going to protect your tooth enamel or especially maybe some of you guys have sensitive teeth so you're not brushing your teeth as much as you should. The point being, guys, spend a little bit more money on your toothbrush and toothpaste. Next up, we've got the tongue scraper. Gentlemen, if you're not using a tongue scraper, go do yourself a favor and the favor of those around you because most of your bad breath is caused by all the bacteria on your tongue. So a tongue scraper, guys, at least once a day and once you use one of these and you see what comes off your tongue, guys, you will never, and I know a lot of toothbrushes out there, on the back, they've got a little bit of a tongue scraper. You want something that's got a lot of surface area, that's going to got bristles, is going to get in that tongue and really clean it up. You also want something that is going to scoop and remove all that stuff you want to get rid of. Using that with the right mouthwash. I highly recommend mouthwash. Throwing in a lot of things here. We're going to go well beyond 7. The point is, guys, take care of those teeth. So sticking with the theme of teeth, gentlemen, let's go even deeper. Floss picks. If you're not or never tried a floss pick, you need to try it. Now, I was the guy not flossing my teeth because I just didn't like taking the floss, wrapping it around my fingers, sticking it in there. It just wasn't something I enjoyed doing. But I found the floss pick, and you can get like 75 to 100 of these for $2, $3 at your local pharmacy store. And what I love about this is it's so simple. Like, just go through. You want to remove the items between your teeth. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Now, I've also got a professional oral care kit. I do recommend these as well. What I like about these, again, you can get these for $5, $6 at your local pharmacy. You can go in there, and if you've got Who Eats Corn, you get something stuck in there, you can't get it removed. I know people that have had to go to the dentist when with a kit like this, you can remove the item back there. Some people use this to remove plaque. I don't necessarily recommend that. I go to my dentist every 6 months, but gentlemen, if you haven't noticed, take care of your teeth. This is something so many men neglect, but if you take care of your teeth, when you smile, you'll have a great smile. And this applies to not, to women. If they're looking at your teeth, they're going to make a determination, do I ever want to kiss that guy? And if you're engaging with people, talking with people, we're talking about your breath, we're talking about the way you smile. Take care of your teeth, gents. I can't stress it enough. Next up on my list of affordable items that should be in every man's bathroom, gentlemen, hand sanitizer. Just go to a hospital, look at what they have. Hand sanitizer everywhere. Why? Because disease, illness, it can be spread easily. And you just don't want bacteria to be spread into your food. Simply at your house, if you're picking up your animal and you're about to go cook, how about simply putting on a little bit of hand sanitizer, wiping those hands? All of a sudden, when you're going to be serving food to your girlfriend, you're not going to get her sick. And I know, a big container right here. Now, it's very affordable. You can buy a big container like that for probably well under $7. But if you go out there and buy these travel containers, you can take anything, whether it be hand sanitizer, whether it be actually, hair gel or something that you want to use when you travel. You get these, and again, you can get these for well under $7 at many different stores out there. And all of a sudden, you're able to put it in here. So if you're traveling, you're out walking around, and maybe you're out with your kids, one of them's sick, and you're going to shake the hands of your neighbor. Boom, you put on some hand sanitizer, and you're not getting your neighbor sick there. So the final item, the final grooming essential that a man should have in his bathroom is find the right hairbrush. So let me ask you a question. This hairbrush right here, you see that right there? What type of hairbrush is this? This hairbrush right here. What type of hairbrush is it? This hairbrush right here. Did you know that if you brush your hair, my hair, I know, I will get a different look depending on what brush I use. So this is something a lot of guys haven't thought about. And just to let you know, we have another video we're going to be working on to talk about how this affects your hair, the different hair types. But a lot of guys, we are creatures of habit. We've had the same type of hairbrush for years. We've never bothered trying something else. How about go out there, buy a few different hairbrushes and see how it can actually change the way that your hair lays, the way that your hair looks. And you may just up your style a bit by simply changing the hairbrush. All right, gents, bonus round. These are items I didn't give an individual point, but I felt were really important, especially when I'm traveling. So whenever I'm traveling, I like to take an ibuprofen with me and in a travel kit. And the reason being, I find a lot of hotels won't actually even give you an aspirin. So, instead of having to run to the store if I start to get a fever, I'm not feeling good, I've got that right there in my DOP kit. I also like to have basically any type of small stain removal, either wipes. I like the wipes because they come in individual packs, but there are pens out there. So if you get basically a little bit of barbecue sauce or wine on your white dress shirt, you're able to basically apply it and remove it directly, or at least prevent the stain from setting. Also, small lip balms, unscented. I use these in very interchangeable with like the the petroleum jelly I mentioned earlier, but I like them because they come in smaller kits, incredibly useful, like I said, for burns, not just for your lips, but also on your hands, and they're relatively affordable. All right, gentlemen, so now it's your turn. Let me know in the comments, what did I miss? What would you have added to this video? And don't forget to go check out our sponsor. I'm going to link to them down in the description. Aquavelva, they're 5-in-1. This is a great product from a company that's been around for 100 years. Definitely go check out those retro, all that retro information they've got over on their website. They've been doing this for a long time. And what I love, I tested this product out. It's a great product. And I challenge you guys over the next couple weeks to go out there, find this, try it. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to do another video with them. So I'll be going through the comments in that next video and answering people, where they tell me what their feedback is, what they thought about this great product, and if it was right for them. It worked for me, but I would love to hear from you guys. That's it. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.